Could you even, like, imagine? Could you even fathom a cringier intro than that? Man. Oh, boy. That's how it's going to go. And I'm going to love every second of it. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the very first episode of Chain Reactor. I don't know if we're going to stick with that name, by the way. I like it. I don't love it. We'll see how it goes. Good to see some familiar faces already here. Peter, dude, sorry. You get first. That was wrong of me to try to take it from you. You get the first comment ever for Chain Reactor. It's yours. Congrats, man. It's good to see you, though, man. Glad you came over. I think it might be a little confusing here at the start as far as what content is going where. I'll do my best to keep people, I guess, in the loop or where that's going to be. Hey, you got it, Peter. Again, you earned it. You were there first. But yeah, as you can see, new show, new channel, same everything else, right? We're going to do what we've been doing the past few days here, probably about the past week, 5 days-ish, I think is what we've been doing. But going over the market, kind of what's happening in the space, basically expanding on everything in that morning video. And by the way, that morning video I've been doing here for months and months and months over on Inside NFTs, it's going to stay over there. Might get a little shorter, but that's going to stay there, as is the show with Henry and Joe and myself, that afternoon show. Yeah, that'll stay there too. Part of Slam Vision, SlamX now. But guys, brand new show here. Just gives me a chance to talk more about this stuff, chat with you guys about it, see what's going on, and we'll do it all together. Let me run through and see who's here, then I want to get the show shared out. I'm terrible at that, right? But got to get better. I really want this show to be a special thing. Competing against the big boys now, right? I mean, look at this. Hang on. Let me pull this up, because I didn't really consider this when I was launching the show. I just wanted to launch the show and get it rocking, but I don't know if with a screen zoom like this, if we can see it, but you guys know the other morning shows. We got like the Nifty show. Is this going to show it to me? I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Right, we got the Nifty crew. I can't remember the name of their show, but I like them a lot. Tyler's awesome morning show, same time. Bring it. Bring it. All right, let me go and say hello again. Choina, good morning, sir. Glad you came over. Peter again with first. Peter, forever, gets credit for first. Good morning, sir. Welcome. Yeah, it's, I mean, kind of early. Good to know you're, oh, you are Eastern time. Okay. All right, 10 a.m. 9 o'clock here. But hey, if I'm getting up at 4, you can get up at 10. Good morning. Ooh, dude, big day for the Kongs. We're getting into that. We got a lot of great stuff to get into today. Crypto, I mean, there's a lot going on in the real world affecting the crypto markets. Some more coming out of the consensus SEC saga. That'll be interesting. You know I'm all about runes, though. That's mostly what I want to talk about. Of course, we'll touch on NFTs. We'll do more than touch on it, but you know what I mean. Runes is my biggest focus, as is the Bitcoin ecosystem. Stuff kind of cooking everywhere, though. Some big airdrops this week, too, guys. Friendtech, and I believe... So this morning, I questioned if the Friend token actually drops today. I think it does. So interesting there. Decentralized, dude. I can't wait to see what happens, and I got a good feeling about it. Can't wait to go over the price action that we saw over the weekend here, right? Pre-snapshot, post-snapshot on Prometheans. Really interesting. I think we learn a lot about the space when those happen. How much these assets rely on the other ones. So interesting stuff there. Of course, really big stuff coming out of RSIC. Is my buddy Marty being nice here? I love this guy, by the way. I'm just giving him a little shit, right? His favorite shows, the ones hosted by people who have no idea what's going on. I raised my hand. Oh, dude, Marty's being a bro there. Appreciate it. Hope you're watching, dude. Marty, if you're here, say hello. Assassin, you even came over. Yeah, didn't mean to scare you guys too on Inside NFTs as far as big changes. That channel not ending. I just put a lot of work into the show, and I want to make sure that my work also is really pointing everybody to CryptoSlam. Man, CryptoSlam has been my everything in Web3, and it has been for years. And I want to make sure that I'm bringing eyes there, and I know I have been, but I've always wanted to give CryptoSlam a daily show, and I want to make the daily show at CryptoSlam the biggest show that I can give. I want to make it the biggest show in this space. I've always said, if you guys have been tuning in for a while, 2 years out, I will have the biggest NFT show in the world. That sounds crazy. That's what I've always had in my head. That is my goal. Saying it out loud. It's true. Anyway, let me finish through some comments here. Dude, Choina, you're kind of boomerish like me then, right? But yes, the older I get, the earlier I have to get up because I feel like I'm wasting time. Something hit me a couple years back, right? I've got kids. My son's going to turn 17 next week. And I'm like, Jesus, dude, it's going really fast. Not gotten where I need to get. So it's time to step on the gas. Yeah, that's a fair point. But I'll tell you what, M1. At this point, there's a show at, well, I'll put it this way. There's the edited show that drops at around 8 a.m. Central Time. I'll do Eastern Time to make it easier. So 9 a.m. Eastern Time. The live show here at 10 a.m. Do I got these times right? Yeah, something like that. We got the afternoon show, though, on Inside NFTs. That's at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That one maybe is easier. I'm not exactly sure. But we got the NFT Live crew also doing their SlamX show. They're at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got the Little Noun show at 6 p.m., who, by the way, we have Leonidas coming on tonight. That's going to be incredible. You know Leonidas, the founder of Runestone, the founder of Dog Go to the Moon. So big show tonight with him. My boomer bro. Absolutely love it. Okay, hey. Good to see you, man. Some of my best friends I made in this space are from the UK, dude. I love you guys. All right. Well, I wasn't going to start with Marty, but I did. And I'm happy to have started with him. He just needs to get his ass over here. And a quick heads up, I don't know where you guys are watching. If you're watching on X or if you're watching on YouTube, I'm kind of curious. If you don't mind dropping in the comments where you are watching. I'm going to try to make a push to get people watching on YouTube, although I don't think it matters. I think most other people would say X is probably the best place to watch. I don't know. I like YouTube a lot, so I'm just pulling that up. But yeah, again, this show you'll find over on YouTube Monday through Friday. I think this is the time that'll work, though. My other content's going to show there too, right, as a playlist on the channel. So all of it's going to be there. Now, setting the stage, guys. I always like to talk kind of macro and really loosely macro. I will be very clear, and you guys know this. I'm an idiot. I am not an expert. I've just been around the block for a bit, and I like to share, and I like to chat. This comment, this tweet, was this just yesterday? Yeah, I love it. I just always am looking for perspective because you got a lot of people reacting, and I would say overreacting to everything in this market. It's normal, right? Maybe it's a sign of being new to the space. Also, it's a lot of engagement farming, right? But Bitcoin with these little swings, these 3%, these 5%, whatever's going on, it's always the sky is falling or we're going to the moon and stuff. I just always need perspective of where we're at. And this is it. Less than 5% of the entire planet, of the entire freaking planet, which what, are we up to 8 billion people? Less than 5% are in crypto. So even less in NFTs. So whatever's happening here, man, keep that perspective in mind, especially when you look at something like this, right? We keep having the conversation, ETH NFTs are back, ETH NFTs are dead, and you could say the same thing about the Solana ecosystem. You can. But just don't forget, there's none of us. There's nobody actually trading these things, and we're just PvPing against each other. So dead with each other, I'd argue it's just that we're spread very thin. And do y'all have that conviction still that more people are coming in? Because I sure as hell do. Always have, always will. And I would say over the years and going through multiple cycles, my conviction only continues to get stronger. So 5% of the population in crypto, I would say 0.5% or less in NFTs. Don't stress about this stuff. Not even a little bit. Now this, and then we're going to get to the NFT market, but this also is good perspective for where we're at. Because I'm a believer that VR is really what ushers in digital ownership. I'll tell you this, like a platform like Vivi, with their augmented reality NFT assets, that clicked for a bunch of my friends, right? They saw that, and I'm trying to think the exact example. A buddy at work when I worked in, worked in IT, right before my Web3 career, didn't understand NFTs. I show him Spider-Man through my phone in the same room as us, and we're looking around. He's like, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, they're $50. And he's like, oh, I'd like to get that. I'm like, well, they were $50 actually. Now they're on secondary markets and they're $1,000. And he's like, so I can't have that, right? Anyway, point is that clicked for him what digital ownership meant when he could see something, when it was tangible to him. And to me, that's what VR is going to do. Okay, point here, the VR headset, Apple's Vision Pro, Kind of done. Kind of done, man, which is a bummer, and I do want one. I still might get one, but they're slashing production. They're not releasing this upgraded model of it like they were supposed to do this year. It's done. We are really, really early. Okay, back to that comment about adoption, less than 5%. I think the vehicle that's going to bring people in, now put on the back burner, very, very early, guys. Yeah. Choina back to the boomer chat, absolutely. First like for the show, too. Thank you, Choina. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, okay, let's get to that part. We're going to dive into the market here, but let's, if you don't mind, fam, like, subscribe, share out the show, and if you give me just a quick second here, I want to get this tweeted out, too. I've not yet tweeted the show out. And I'll tell you this, I think most people who watch my content don't know this is here yet, so let me just do a little tweety tweet. Do you guys mind if I do the Idiots theme song in the meantime? Yeah, let me just do that, just cause. We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. Easily my favorite song ever now. Like, no joke. No joke. Like, really is. Okay. Yep, dude, assassin, dude, exactly. Exactly. To me, it changes everything. Everything about digital ownership changes. Everything about NFTs change. That's the point where we're not going to call them NFTs. You know what? Okay. Last comment. I swear I'll shut up. Dude, and these shows, by the way, can go as long as we want. I want to try to keep it to an hour, but if we go 3 hours because I can't shut up, we'll do it. Okay? But about like that idea of not calling them NFTs anymore, you know, people say we have to get to that point. And like, I agree. Okay, there's other things we need to change in our terminology too. I love this from Punk6529, right? It's about talking about our wallets and talking about our self-custodial or non-custodial wallets, right? I love it. I love just calling it a wallet, right? We don't refer to our real leather wallets as a non-custodial wallet. We talk about our bank account as our bank account. We don't call it our custodial wallet. So I like this. I like, you know, kind of planning for the future, changing the terminology, and really us driving that change. So I don't know. I don't think I usually say non-custodial wallet ever, but just good to be aware. We're early. We're real early. Crypto market here, guys. And I'll remind anybody new here what this is. The Forecast 500 NFT Index is measuring the value of the NFT market. And it's not just looking at ETH. It's not just looking at Solana. This is combining all of the top blockchains and soon Bitcoin included in here too. Right, but measuring the value of the NFT market, not by floor price, but by US dollar value. So the top 500 projects across blockchains, here's the sample, or here's the list of blockchains included in it. It is my first stop of the day. It's where I get a temperature check for the market. Down this morning like we have been, quite a lot recently. But I'll show you this too, actually, just so you're aware in case you haven't seen these before. But we also have... There we go. We also have individual, like blockchain-specific indexes. So if you're just interested in the ETH market, you look at the ETH composite. If you're just interested in Solana, you check that one. We've got Polygon. We've got Cardano. Plans for, with the Sandbox, a metaverse index. And again, Bitcoin and more. Again, my first stop of the day. Now, when the index is down, right? So I'm like, okay, the value of the NFT market is down. Why? I head right over to the crypto markets. Is it because crypto's down? And then my NFTs that are priced in crypto, their value goes down. And yeah, in the case of today, yeah, the crypto market not looking great. Some of this is fallout from the Consensus SEC stuff last week. Consensus suing the SEC. Likely doing that ahead of them actually getting served a Wells notice. As far as I know, Coinbase was, or excuse me, not Coinbase, but Consensus was not served yet, right? Remind me, guys, or tell me if you know, but was Coinbase? Holy cow. Was Consensus served a Wells notice? I think they were not yet, and I think that's coming this week. There's other stuff brewing out there in the macro world. There's people saying this is going to be a very, very big week for multiple reasons. So both for the economy, but here in the crypto NFT space, a lot of big airdrops coming, right? So we mentioned Friendtech earlier. That is supposedly coming today, and I think it is. And we got the Eigenlayer drop that is possibly, supposedly, most likely coming this week. I always look at that as like a very grown-up platform, not anything that I have any exposure to. Wish I did. Wish I understood it more. But a lot of people with millions and millions and millions of dollars staked over there that are looking to get very big paydays coming this week. A lot of liquidity coming into this space. On the base blockchain, on Ethereum, on Solana. There's a lot cooking out there. So yeah, very potentially a really big week here. So you see here on day one of Hong Kong ETFs being live, that's both Ethereum and Bitcoin, the market is not looking great. I'm curious if you guys are aware of any other factors other than what I mentioned there. But yeah, Bitcoin down over 2%. ETH down nearly 5% here. Solana just keeps, just taking a beating. I've been noticing this, and you probably have too, though, over the past couple of weeks. While the market is down, Solana is down more than anybody else. And have not really seen the flip side play out that they're gaining more than others when the market turns green. Now, part of that might be, okay, I'll say this, at least from my perspective, I'm not really a meme coin trader. I wish I was. But I think that ecosystem's cooled a lot. And I wonder if this is people pulling some of that liquidity out of that ecosystem. Like maybe, I don't know. And heading over to where they see opportunities. And they see those opportunities more and more on Base and on Blast and on Bitcoin. I'll tell you this, runes are super appealing to a lot of people as young as they are. So ease. Eigenlayer, I keep hearing the airdrop is this week, like possibly May 1st. Like a lot of talk about that, a lot. So yes, yeah, I'm gonna come back to that. Let me start that because we're coming to that when we get to runes. But yeah, dude, I mean, there's a lot of juicy runes coming. Decentralized, yes. RSIC, I just tell you, is getting more and more spicy. So I do think a lot of people are rotating into some of those. We'll see how Dog's impacted. I think Dog's got some announcements coming. Maybe we can get that from Leonidas tonight, but I bet they got some exchange listings coming soon to be announced. Like, we're still waiting for the first to get listed by Binance. My gut tells me it'll be RSIC, right? But wouldn't be shocked if it's Dog. Sales yesterday, guys, really low. I don't believe our lowest of the year. I'm going to scroll down and check, but just 22 mil yesterday, really low. Unique sellers down, unique buyers down, transactions down, just across the board, a very, very down day yesterday. But it's trade profits. I always focus on those for whatever reason. And I can tell you for the most part, it's meaningless, right? Like in this space just full of degens, if people are taking losses and putting their money elsewhere, it doesn't mean a lot. But I can tell you, we don't see negative 1 mil often. So when I see that, it stands out. And I just really, okay, maybe this is tied to the loss of value, like we were just looking at on the index. Some of those losses are just the value of NFTs decreasing. So if you're already taking a loss, you're taking more of a loss because the USD value is down. But I got to point it out. It's $1 million in the hole, $1 million in the negative. We don't see it much. Now, let me look real quick. 22 mil. Yeah, I really want to say it's our lowest this year. I'm not positive, but I think it is. Just one more little page to go. Yeah. Yeah, our lowest of the year for sure. And then I'll tell you this too. On the weekly view, pretty damn similar story. 194 mil, absolutely our lowest of the year. Cross-chain sales volume here. But it goes much further back than that, right? We had not dipped below 200 mil since last week of October, first week of November. That was right when the market started picking back up, which, God, you guys remember the dark days here? That was a brutal time. Good morning, Eagle Eye. It's, yeah, man. I'll tell you this. I didn't see FUD out there. I just saw, like, the comment. Just the comment. Is there FUD out there? But yeah, the dark days, those are gone, I hope. And I hope for good, at least for this year. And I do kind of think for this year, I can't imagine we dip back there. A lot changed. Bitcoin has matured into a thing that I don't think this is even possible now. With that said, a lot of these numbers here includes BRC20s because they're traded as NFTs. So if we shift over to runes like is starting to happen now, well, these numbers kind of change, right? If we pulled all the BRC20 NFT trades out of this, it probably looks a lot different. I'll say a little different. Maybe not a lot, but it definitely looks different. And at this point now, you got people cycling into runes, out of ordinals, into the rune side, into the fungible tokens. It's interesting, man. I just love, as an enjoyer, I love just watching how the space moves. It's fun. Collections move in the market. This is 24 hours here, but the general ordinals collection here, I am skipping this whiff collection. Know nothing about it. I'm assuming it's a wash trade. One trade for $1 million. Yeah. Bored Apes. I'm not going to go one by one. Just getting a feel for who's actually here in the charts here. Pudgy Penguins with news, and you guys know this if you caught my morning video. And again, I think most of you guys are pretty tapped in or keyed in here to the space. Then our top sales. Technically, that Bitcoin Shroom is our top sale here in the past 24 hours. About 2 Bitcoin for that guy. Man, those were like 3.5 recently. So, I don't know. People getting liquid. Let's see if this person even took a loss, maybe. No, that's his first time selling? Okay, yeah, no loss. Very cool. All right, let's go through. I want to look at ETH. I want to look at Solana. I want to look at Bitcoin and Base. We'll start here with ETH, and I'm just peeking at floor prices, seeing how they're looking. What do you guys think? ETH feeling kind of rough, feeling kind of dead again? Because that's the talk I hear out there. And yeah, Bored Apes back under 15 ETH. Oh, God. How soon do we see them back at 10? Like, probably soon? Keep in mind, Gordon said, not Gordon, Garga. Their aim is to delight, to turn things around in like, a couple months. Won't shock me to see a big announcement come from these guys like imminently. They know what they're doing. I'll say they as in the new people in charge. Garga. They know what they're doing. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, NFTs kind of this mixed bag over on Ethereum. I don't know much news from any of these guys right now, other than Mochaverse, who has their Mocha token. Their sale is going on, I believe, at this point. Also, I hate saying I know nothing about stuff. I just like to be really honest with you guys, but I don't know anything of this project. I know a lot of people are talking about this project as having maybe the biggest mint of the week. We're going to pull up Whale. Whale's got a list of his top mints. I'm pretty sure this is on here. So in a way, I'm a little surprised to see NFTs minted already. Again, I got to do a better job getting on top of mints. Little Pudgies had big news, though. And that was just over this weekend. We'll touch on that here in a moment. Solana, though, similar to ETH, just mixed bag. Wow. Now we got some guys doing numbers. Are we on the 1 day? Yeah, we actually are. Okay. Solana's got wild swings, huh? Like those floor prices in particular, down 42%. We talked about these guys yesterday. Rooting on new mints every time. Up 77%. Yeah, Solana interesting. Now I'm going to do Base before Bitcoin because Bitcoin's my love and I want to spend the most time there. But, I mean, this absolutely stood out. And actually Mystical jumping up in their rankings this morning. But swatches, an art collection on Base, 200 ETH in volume in the past 24 hours. If you've been watching, right, we've been starting to look at Base NFTs and a lot of people out in the space talking about Base NFTs. Feeling a cycle there. I've made my point that I think it's going to be art that thrives over here. So Swatch is really showing us that. 200 ETH in the past 24 hours. Absolutely awesome to see. And then Mystical. This one's funny too. Okay, this is an ERC 404, right? Fungible token. When you hold the whole token, you get an NFT. When you sell some of the fungible token, your NFT gets burned. I love 404s. Now, I already thought they'd be a bigger deal than they are. And yeah, I mean, hasn't played out, but I still think they're a big part of the future of this space. Like, I love them. So Mystical 404 over on base, it's done well. I bought some of that, the fungible token side, like months ago. Also sold it, but it was cool seeing it then. It's cool seeing it now. Like, I'm rooting for these other chains to start getting a foothold here. Oscar, good morning, sir. How you doing, man? Great to see you. Oscar makes phenomenal freaking crypto content. And I think he's pretty happy with how Crow's been doing lately. Yeah. Right. Yep. Yeah, dude, a lot of noise. Like, and expect a lot more of that. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate that. Expect a lot more noise, a lot more changes, a lot more, not just posturing, but aggression as we get closer and closer to the election. There's a lot at stake with this election coming up here in the States. There really is. It's funny, I talked to my brother Henry about that. I mean, God, I want to say a year ago, and just talked about how impactful this election is going to be to crypto. And I actually told him, I wonder if it's going to be like a central, like, kind of point for this election, people's stance on crypto. Back then, I got to say, I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember if he agreed with me on that or not. I feel like he didn't. Like, that it's just too small of an issue, but it has really grown into a major issue at this point. Wow, okay. Choin, so oversubscribed means your chances of getting it very little. I'm guessing that's the case there. I'd love a bag of mocha, though, that's for sure. All right, Bitcoin. Good Lord, I love Bitcoin. I love, like, of course, I love Bitcoin itself, but I love the ecosystem. I love it. I love the building that's going on. I love the tech. I love everything happening over here, man. Damn, okay. Not good odds. So Prometheans, curious, you guys, if you were holding Prometheans, did you hold? Did you sell? Did you stack some Bitcoin? Are you looking forward to getting your Rune drop today? Your sweet decentralized drop? Very curious. I had a few of these, not many, but I sold half. I kept half. I believe in the Rune side. I do. And we went over market cap a bit yesterday. Remember, if these hit, again, a 300 mil market cap, that makes Prometheans worth about 0.2. So a lot. Like, a lot. So we'll see how that comes out of the gate and how it does, man. I'm very curious. But RSIC, there was some big news there. I teased that in the morning update. I showed a little bit, but we're going to get a little deeper into that. Runestone, they don't have any news, so they're just kind of hanging around this 0.02. A lot of people waiting for news, wanting news, and I think it's coming too. Puppets probably maybe. I wish we had a percentage here change, like floor price change, but Puppets feel like they're struggling now. I'm really surprised about that. But also what stands out to me, yes, full disclosure, I'm a hodler. I love Quantum Cats. You're going to see a lot of Quantum Cats on your timeline today as their Cat VM quest kicks off. Now, you'll see even a tweet from me about this, right? You pick your favorite page from the white paper, their coloring book, you tweet about it, and I learned stuff. Tell you what, it's actually, dude, it's super technical, and I don't know if they realize how technical it is. They're like, yeah, just read this and write a thread about it. Dude, was not easy. Was not easy at all. But it is going to change Bitcoin. It is. It's going to make Bitcoin a very interesting place. You're going to end up trading these runes like you trade normal fungible tokens. It's going to be awesome. Really, really looking forward to that. Okay, so with that said, take a look at Magic Eden as we're discussing runes here. And Magic Eden updated, well, their marketplace for runes. So at this point, you can actually sort by market cap. You can sort by price. You can sort by change. Love this, guys. I love this. I mean, easily becoming my go-to marketplace for so many things other than viewing my wallet. Like when I want to just explore my wallet, I actually go to OpenSea still. Yeah, I do. I like OpenSea for that. It makes me think Magic Eden, being as smart as they are, man, they're like on top of shit. I think they're going to kind of work in their wallet view, the wallet interface, whatever. Give you a collector's view. Like someone will make a killing if they build or bake in maybe some like gallery tools right into your wallet. Be real cool. Anyway, let me sort here by market cap. because there has been a lot of change here. And actually notice right here, RSIC, really close to dog, really close. And I believe probably going to flip them. I totally see it happening. There's a few reasons for that. Satoshi Nakamoto. Actually, but let me show you something, guys. I don't think I'm going to use OKX anymore to look at this stuff. Curious, though, where do you guys look at this stuff? Because I've been using OKX as like my starting point for looking at runes. But you got these guys who are just basically like fudging their numbers. Like this right here. This one right here, a 4.6 billion market cap. Again, I don't know if they're purposely doing it or if it's just the way OKX displays these things, but they do not really have a $4.6 billion market cap. Nor does Feihu. Most of those tokens are locked up. Nor does this new Satoshi Nakamoto. That's not the real one, right? Is that some knockoff token? But Dog really does have a $387 million market cap. It does. R6 is real. Yeah, this is the real Satoshi Nakamoto. This one's got the M at the end. This is fake, borderline scam. I don't want to throw the scam word around, I guess, but that is not real. Oh, you didn't get one. Jeez. Quantum cats. All right. Guys, give me a quick second. I don't think I've ever had to step away in the middle of a show, but give me a quick minute. I just realized they're mowing the lawn and my kid's got a volleyball net up. Give me a quick second. I'll be right back, and I'll give you this time back. We'll go minutes longer. BRB, guys. It's what you get when you get a boomer running a show. Sorry about that, guys. All right, where were we at? Well, I think we should get to decentralized because that is our big drop for today. That is, I think, where all eyes are on. As far as in the Rune ecosystem, yes, RSIC. In fact, why don't we drop that little RSIC news here? So curious if you guys saw this, and if so, man, thoughts? Is this like pure hopium here? So what we're talking about here is some speculation that number one rune, with that kind of fake market cap, but actually rune number one, Feihu, possibly etched by Runecoin, by RSIC. Have you guys seen that? Do you buy into it? Never. Anyway, okay, here's what's kind of maybe spicy, probably just coincidence, okay? But you're looking at here both Feihu and then Runecoin, both registered by the same, well, I should say at the same place. Now, what probably is most likely happening is they're registered by the same registrar. So that's most likely what it is, but there's more to that Feihu story, I feel. Unless you guys know exactly what Feihu is and you can educate me a bit. Like, they're their own separate thing. But yeah, you see Jax here saying, what is most likely the scenario here? They use the same domain registration company. That's all. He's probably right, but people speckling away. Dude, just like people do with Prometheans, you know, like the whole dilemma debate of do you hold, do you sell? A lot of speculation that there's more coming for Prometheans holders, and I can tell you I think there is. Now, what I don't think there is like a PFP coming. Like, I don't think they're dropping a PFP to you, but I do think that from now till forever, because if it's on Bitcoin especially, it's forever. But from now till forever, the Kongs have an asset over on Bitcoin. Projects that want to partner them, that are Bitcoin native projects, you partner with them through Prometheans. So yeah, I think Prometheans pretty incredible even where they're at right now. Don't expect a PFP. A little bit more RSIC news. Yeah, okay. You think the same here too. So no, yeah, nothing else. No RSIC behind that Rune. You would think, but it was interesting that they had pre-mined that Feihu Rune. 99% of it was already pre-mined. So someone is sitting on it, the company that behind Feihu. They have some kind of plans to distribute it, I would assume. So, I mean, just because it was gamified a bit to begin with, you can go ahead and speculate on whatever, right? So, we'll see. I don't believe it's RSIC. I just like the story. I think it's fun. Rice Farmer, appreciate you, man. And back at you. Okay, now there was a piece of very legit, very, very big news about RSIC. Again, you saw the morning video, you saw it. I did not get into I didn't go deep with it because the point of that morning video is now not going deep. But guys, RuneCoin is now joining OKX Jumpstart. So I saw that at first. I'm like, they're already on OKX. Whatever. So of course, did a little digging. I didn't know what Jumpstart is, and it is its own platform in a way. It's something else. It's not a listing for the Rune per se. It's actually very cool and very bullish. So what it actually is a platform to stake your Bitcoin and you earn RuneCoin. This is awesome because this is very, I don't want to call crypto investors normies. Compared to like NFT people, maybe they're kind of normies, but now all you have to do is hold some Bitcoin, stake it here, and you earn RuneCoin. And these guys, man, I just think this RSIC team is making all the right moves. You can see what their goal is. Their aim is to just get this holder count way, way, way up. And that is super important. It is. It helps keep the price stable, keeps you in the attention economy. So really big move. They are the first Rune to be in this. I wonder if we'll see more. But ultimately, the point of even looking deeply at RSIC and looking deeply at Dog Go to the Moon is we need to watch who the leader is in the Rune space. Because if the leader can't maintain this high market cap and high volume and high price, well then when we look back at decentralized, it's hard to imagine that being able to, right? And I'm not picking on decentralized, that applies to everything. Okay, we need like the leader in the Rune space to show us how high can things get. And right now, okay, we saw Dog Go to the Moon get to a $550 million market cap, down to 373. Okay, so if I was projecting or hoping, my hopium, that decentralized comes out of the gate at, I don't know, let's say, well, 300 mil, I actually thought was very doable. And it actually still is, by the way, it is. But if Dog is at just over 300 mil, almost 400, and RSIC is at 300 mil, basically, I'm not sure if I'm expecting decentralized to come out of the gates and get that high. I just don't see it. Especially with the smaller holder count, although I got to keep in mind they are distributing some of that RuneCoin, I think, to other communities. But yeah, again, their holder count much smaller. So give me your predictions, guys. I'd love to see. What do you think decentralized? What do you picture the market cap being when it drops today? And I believe that's this afternoon, but it is today for sure. Speculate. I'll tell you this, dude, on NFT Live, my favorite part of that, well, I got a lot of favorite parts, but, so GiftDead does his intro about thou shalt not speckle. And this all comes actually back from Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban was like doing some interviews and he's using this whiteboard and writing like speculate, but he wrote just speckle. So now that's like in my head. I say speculate. If you were thinking I fucked that up, dude, I didn't. It's just the way the word is said from now on. Thou shalt not speckle, bro. Oh, dude, Rice, please. Yes, keep saying that. Like, let's just wheel that into actually happening, because that'd be amazing. I hope it doesn't. Okay, I believe, I really, really, really believe decentralized is $1 billion token in the future. I do. I really do. I think a lot of these are. As bullish as I am on ordinals, I am that bullish, if not more, on these, especially when they get picked up by the centralized exchanges, when they're on Coinbase, when they're on Binance. But more than that, okay, my thoughts about Quantum Cat and OP Cat and Cat VM. I don't want to say if that all happens. I'm going to say when. To me, that is a when that is all happening. So, Quantum Cats, Cat VM, when that happens, and we start seeing really, really awesome off-chain platforms being built, look out. Multiple of these tokens, multiple of these runes are going to multi-billion-dollar market caps. Dude, let me find a Leonidas tweet, because it's not just like hopium with him. This dude thinks he can flip Doge. I think it can. I really do think it can. Look, I mean, this is it. Again, we're like, I think a lot of people are unthinking this. Joe, stop. Fucking with my speckle, bro. Okay, you think a 300 mil market cap. Interesting. I'm going 100, maybe 150. Dude, I can't wait to follow up on this tomorrow. Kong's got a different kind of degen there, though, so nothing's going to shock me with him. But yeah, I'm going to go 125. How about that? Okay, so keep in mind, dog, it's just so mid-curve it's going to work. It just is, dude. I love this. So yeah, Adam McBride kind of showing the obvious here, but people thinking that like it's a lame meme. It is. It is like dog go to the moon. Lame. It's kind of supposed to be. It's supposed to just be something that clicks for everybody. You don't got to be on the inside. It's not an inside joke that you don't get, which is what 99% of those hot meme coins like Whiff and Boom and like all of them. I don't get them. I'm a boomer. I don't get them, and I'm in this space. Every freaking normie in the world, dog go to the moon. Duh. So, dog launched at 150 mil market cap. Prometheans, it's, dude, what did... No, I think it was higher, dude. When dog came out, it was priced at like I want to say like 003, 004, which is like 300 to 400 mil. I could be wrong, dude. Yeah, I could be wrong. But I like the takes. I like it. Everybody's got really reasonable expectations here. I mean, I'm a boomer, dude. I'm not young. And I know we got other boomers watching here. Not embarrassed or shy about being a freaking boomer. I don't care. But yeah, let's do a little more decentralized speckle here. In fact, I want to pull up the Kongz account, see when that's dropping. Do I go to the decentralized or do I go to... Or do I go to CyberKongz? Like, who's actually giving the updates here? Okay, this one just hype machine. Good stuff. Let's go to CyberKongz. And I bet it's not a time. It's just like with the snapshot, it's going to be probably a block number. Oh, no, actually, I bet not even that. They're just waiting for the right opportunity when fees are good. Which they're much better now, by the way. So much better than last week. So, yeah, I don't know that we give a time. We just have a date, and that is today. God, I cannot wait, guys. Cannot wait. Yeah, so Choina, about that, tell me if I'm, like, maybe reading into this too much. Okay, is that possibly, maybe, hopefully, dude, what the swap feature will be? Like, they definitely said that the swap is going to be for Bitcoin to token, but I'm really, dude, I'm so hoping that there's going to be a swap for, yeah, rune to rune. No, you're right, George. You're right. I think like what is Boomer like 60 or 70? I'm gonna say older guy. Yeah, Boomers are over 60. Yeah, well, hey, I'm like 17 years off. 18. You know, it's funny. It's gotten to be kind of like, I can't say cool because it's absolutely not fucking cool, but like it's like an in thing to say you're a boomer. It just is. Right, Choina? Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. There's a chance they've not said that, but I like to speckle. All right, I'm gonna give this show another little nudgy nudge, a push. But guys, we got like 600 people tuned in here, which is absolutely bonkers to me. So thank you guys. Like, pretty darn good start. Okay, now with that said, we do have a little problem brewing here in Bitcoin, in the Runeverse. You guys, you assholes. Guys, stop fighting. I always reference back to Udi because he's like this peacemaker, other than the laser eye maxis, right? He goes like he goes at their throats, and I love it. But dude, there is so much bickering and fighting in Bitcoin, which is so destructive. It really is. Like, it is small enough right now. We do not need to be fighting each other. But there you feel it, guys. You feel this little fight, this little struggle between Runecoin and RSIC, right? When it doesn't need to be there at all. Like, at all. Okay, so Leonidas, I don't think this was really a bad tweet, like a bad thing to tweet out, but, well, okay, he kind of was poking at RSIC, or yeah, he was, right? When you buy dog, you're opting out of someone else's game, opting into a game built by and for the people. Okay, hang on. Is this kind of a knock on RSIC? If you're tired of the corporate nonsense that goes on behind closed doors, for the other tokens, yeah, dude, this is a little shittier than I thought at first, right? That is directed at RSIC, you think? Yeah. That's right, Eagle. Gen X. Okay. So I'm born in 80. I think that's Gen X, right? I don't know. Right on the cusp. I don't know. Yeah, but the fighting's got to stop. It's stupid. What's up, GIF? Good to see you, brother. Dude, I just got to say, man, can I pull your tweet up on screen? Do you mind? I can't do it, but can I pull that up on screen, GIF? Like, not only is GIF probably the handsomest dude in the space, but like, dude's jacked. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. Whatever. Sorry, GIF. Look at my boy GIF here, guys. Oh, don't tell me you do. Hang on. There it is. GIF, I'm sorry. Run if you don't want this. Don't do. Okay, I won't do it. I won't do it, man. It was fucking awesome, dude. You got, like, it takes courage to do that, and you're jacked. Congrats, man. But hide your freaking wives. I would never let my wife around GIF. Ever. It ain't even fair, man. The video. Oh, yeah. No, okay, give me. I'll find it. I'll see if I can do that on the side here. I bookmarked it because it's just so incredible. And you guys see the Ansem dev walk? You guys see that one? That one's incredible too. Dude, airdrops all week. We're going to get to Friend Tech here very, very soon. Okay, I got to find the dev walk. I might have to do that after the show. Like, I'm already half looking at one thing and then another. But, okay, where do we leave off? Good Lord. The fighting. I do want to finish on that. Okay, I remember fighting with the Node Monkeys and the Pizza Ninjas. I remember them going at each other's throats around their mint and like kind of changing up the price and the drop or sale, right? There was a lot of fighting there. It sucks. It's not good for the space. I think just kind of lifting each other up and collaborating is the way to go. But you start fighting, and man, it just turns people off from even wanting to get in the ecosystem. So that stuff's got to end. Again, I'm seeing that now in the Rune coin space, and it kind of sucks. So it's okay. I'm going to look through your comments and see here, but did you guys take that tweet from Leonidas as a dig? As a dig on RSIC? I don't, dude, okay, I don't agree with you there, actually. I get why you would say that. RSIC has a chance because they have more seasons coming up, too. They got the partnership with Meme Land, which I think is huge, or Stake Land. I think that is a big, big deal. And now being able to, you know, farm it basically on OKX. You know, it's kind of whoever can get out of the gates the quickest first and get the furthest first might have a pretty good advantage. I believe in dog long term. RSIC is confusing, but if it gets to the point where it's very valuable, that's what people chase, and that resonates with everyone. It's just people chasing those gains, and ultimately that's the narrative that takes over. So it's, again, not a bad take at all. I don't disagree, but I disagree. What's up, Lemon? Dude, you found your way over to chain. I can't even say the name right. I can't even say it because it's just weird. It doesn't feel like me yet, but chain Reactor. I got to come up with a song. I got to come up with like a splash screen for it, an intro. Got a lot to do. Fighting in decentralized speckle. Yep. Wait, who are we asking what? Oh, when airdrop? Hang on. Well, let's ask him now. Hang on. I'm going to see if he wants to come up. He's probably a little busy, but we're asking. All right, let's see if we get Henry on for a quick hello. Yeah, okay. So maybe not RSIC, maybe it was everyone else. I hope it was that. But it does seem like the RSIC community took it a little personal. A little bit. Which sucks. So you see this Good Things, who's pretty influential, man. He's got a big spaces. He does. So yeah. Little battle brewing. Don't like it. The grape. Man, I almost want to send the army out to blow up his DMs, but that would be awful. I know he's so busy. He's probably like in the trenches right now, like getting ready for the airdrop. A guest like Henry on show number 1. Shame about the other guests. But Henry, he's a good one. I love you too, Joe. I do. Edge, coming here to Edge. Edging on the other show, edging on this show. It's good to see you, brother. All right. Now, I think the very last little story, and it's kind of minor. Maybe it's not minor, but last story on Bitcoin, I believe here. No, I got one more too. Ink. Dude, don't tell them, but I shit talk them a lot. And I'm okay to, like, I can say that. I'll show you why. They, man, I don't want to switch accounts. If I switched to CryptoSlam, you would see they blocked us. They blocked us. Why would these guys block us? I used to talk nice about them. I think the art's fucking cool. Well, that is until I saw that it's basically a Zuki art copied. Okay, so I wrote them off basically the last few weeks here, as did most everybody else. And nothing personal, like I think they're awesome people. I'm sure of that, actually. I don't know them. I'm sure they're awesome. Okay, but that art is basically a ripoff of Azuki. Now, with that said, they are building, right? They didn't just come here, mint a project, took the money, and ran. These guys raised $10 million, and if I knew that, I completely blocked it out. I forgot all about it. These guys raised 10 mil. Now they've got this incubator. So whatever that is that, well, there's an X account. Huh. Like, is this a Bitcoin launch pad? I swear, guys, if you haven't seen it, go look at comparisons between the art, right? Between the Azuki art and the ink art, it's the same thing. Okay, so I was very hard on them for that, and I think they deserve it a bit. But they're building, so awesome. Can't wait to see what they're building. Again, a Bitcoin launchpad, cool. We got Magic Eden for that. Doesn't mean there can't be more, but maybe it's just for launching IP. And again, if okay, think about that. If these guys are doing a launch pad for, you know, anime projects for yeah, again, getting new IP off the ground. Tricky when you borrowed your art. Okay, so again, I just got to see what they're actually building. Dude, I do too. Lemon, I really like it. Yeah, but I think you're right by calling him Inkzuki. I love the art. I think it's really cool. But it is just lifted from Azuki. Good morning, Seifu. Good morning, Johan. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't Magic Eden the first launch pad? Everybody uses them. So yeah, I think Magic Eden's the first. That's why, man, they got such a head start on everybody. If you borrow your art from a project that supposedly rugged multiple things to get a successful project. Lemon with the spicy takes, dude, like always. Yeah, I like it. Dude, it's so weird to think that Azuki came from the creator of CryptoFunks. Like, that always blows my mind. I love funks, dude. Although they're different. Like, Poly's not a funk like he used to be, right? And I think Chopper has really taken that community from CryptoFunks to the Etherfunks, which I love those too. I just love that whole, I don't know, is that counterculture, this little punk rocky sector of the space? I love that. That is my favorite part of this space on top of art. It's like art, and then it's the NFTs that just give a middle finger to everything. Like the Mike 3 stuff, all that. I love it. I do. Okay, I'll even say this. I like, what's his name? He's not on X anymore. Polly's partner, Ryder Rips. I like Ryder Rips. I love that stuff. Bad dudes, I know, like with the whole Yuga Labs thing. I used to be like totally on the side of Ryder and Polly. It was dumb. They really hurt a brand, like monetarily. They absolutely capped what Yuga Labs could be. They did. They hurt him. A lot of people would not touch the Yuga Labs brand like very publicly after the racism claims. I get it, dude. They did a lot of damage. At the same time, I like it. I just do. Yeah, dude. Yes. Absolutely. Dude, in this space, you can't be married to everything forever. You put stuff out, treat them as collectibles. The end. Nobody has to stay at these things forever. It's like that project by Pablo whatever a few months ago when he left. He just went out in a shitty way, right? Otherwise, it's cool to leave. You can leave. Good morning, Lex. Ah, yeah. Okay. All right, let's run through a couple more topics. I can't believe it's an hour already. Guys, as we get into this show, whether it's today, tomorrow, over the next few days, over the next few weeks, feedback. Keep it coming, right? Let me know what you like, what you don't like, things you'd like focused on. This is new. I've never done a daily morning show ever, other than, okay, my obvious thing, right? But that's different. I've never done a live show like this. Love it. But feedback, always welcome here. Would love feedback. Let's get into, hey, okay, perfect segue here. If you feel we wrapped up runes and stuff decently, well, we're kind of moving to the rug territory, and there are some rugs. There's some nasty rugs out there, guys. Oh, I just closed the tab I wanted to show you. But anyway, it wasn't a big one, but there is an L2 on Bitcoin that has runes. So, okay. Just wanted to show you there's some building happening there. But rugs. Safe to say this Brett token over on base is a rug, correct? Correct? Like 80% of the supply held by these guys. And they're trying to get exchange listings. My understanding, which is very surface level. But some shady stuff going on here with Brett. I don't even know where this thing came from, how it got life, but I know it's a big one now. I miss all these things. But man, this was the big rug. And this was just, wow, this was yesterday. This was really fresh news yesterday. I'll tell you, Lex. Yeah. Robotos, by the way, yeah. I think BRC20s might do just fine all on their own still. I do not think they automatically die out because of runes. Because BRC20s are getting a buff if they haven't already, right? but there's going to be BRC 22.0, and it's going to bring a lot more functionality to them. So I don't think they die. Just a hunch. I don't think they die. Could be wrong. Yeah, the Brett thing's super weird. Again, like 80% of that supply is held by the team. Not good. Yeah, ick. Ick. What's up, man? You made it. To yank. Dude, do you have your thread ready for today? Are you doing the quest? I was so nervous I was not going to get it done. I got it done, though. So I got to tweet it out. Got to go submit it in their Discord, but I'm ready. I'm getting... Dude, I think if you do all these quests, you're going to get a Taproot Wizard. That's my hunch. Anyway, guys, Coolmans Universe. I don't know if any of you are in that NFT collection, in that project, in that community. My understanding is they were basically gone already. Like, they were done, just not very active. Until yesterday, they tweet out that they have a token that's live. They tweet out the contract address. And then people go ape. It's just what you do. Only problem is, these assholes... Okay. When this thing had a $45,000 market cap, they bought up 80% of the supply. They didn't do that previous tweet until it was at a $45 million market cap, right? They did not let anybody know. They didn't do this till it was at a $45 million market cap. Dude. Dirty, dirty, dirty. It's awful stuff. And you see what happened. They announce it, right? They do the tweet. Huge green dildo. Like, huge. And they dump their tokens right on their traders, right on their holders, right on their community. Awful stuff. Like, I wish I could zoom that more. Awful. Bad guys. A lot of bad guys in this space. Okay, so these guys insist, not a rug, they're here. They're here for the community, all that stuff, right? Okay, not a rug, amazing stuff to be released. So they're saying they took extra precaution. That's why they delayed in releasing the contract address. They're also saying KOLs had threatened them, that they were going to FUD this thing if they didn't get early access. I don't buy it. And yes, Joe, if you're watching, and Henry, if you're watching, I'm throwing Beanie up on the screen because, yes, I love the dude. But I don't think that's at all how it worked. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, like, so bad. So bad. But yeah, Beanie's saying he knew this was coming. They tried getting him to show the thing. But this is actually really interesting, too. I think this tweet was probably this morning, actually maybe yesterday, but they're getting a lot of threats. Yeah, and they must be doxxed, right? He's dropping someone's IRL name, like real name. So getting threats, and that does happen in this space, and it's super unfortunate, but you stole from people. So, oh, man. Lemon, you're a Beanie guy, right? Like, you like Beanie. I want to get Beanie on here so bad. I love Beanie. Ooh, okay, hang on. Hopefully shows here. Was it a big one? Big OMB sale? Might take just a few to show up, so let's go right here. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Dude, we got a couple people saying this? What the hell happened? Oh, shit. Wow, a 4 Bitcoin sale. Holy shit. You guys want a little alpha? Ooh, okay, I don't... This gets tricky. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I don't know what I don't know. It might already be public. Do you guys know anything about them with a Rune? Like, is that out there? And it's not even like an alpha thing where somebody can profit off it. I'm just hearing speckle behind the scenes that there's Rune stuff coming. Who knows? Who freaking knows? But I don't know if they've talked about that yet. But possibly something cool happening. Dude, look at this, though. What is this, like the rarest in the collection? Or like, why this one? That's crazy. Oh, yeah, you know what? I got to do a really good job shilling this. Marty, are you saying that just to help me out? Because, like, you guys are awesome doing me favors. Like, you guys are the ones who are telling people, like, smash the like, do the subscribe shit. I'm really bad at that. I got to get better. But, yes, this is here on SlamX. In fact, I want to peek. I want to see how many people are watching here. I'm really curious. 14 watching over there. This channel, this YouTube channel, it's been dormant for, like, 6-8 months. Something like that, I think. So it's going to take a little bit for this to pick up in the algorithm. So, yeah, 14 watching over there. It'll grow. It's probably more even too. It usually it lags behind, but yes, SlamX. I'll drop the link here in the channel. I'll have more content coming to SlamX as well over on YouTube. Still got to feel out which is best. Like what's the best place for a platform to get more eyes? I mean, we got a lot on X right now, but what's the best? We're figuring that out. Anyway, Coolman, scumbags, conmen, bad guys. We saw the Brett stuff. Not good. What is good? I think Friendtech's going to be good, guys. Like, I mentioned this morning. Get ready for Friendtech stuff all over your timeline. But today is Friendtech V2. Oh, they have a very recent tweet. Let's check. Okay. People want to have a way to share their friend Airdrop with key holders. Oh, that's not baked in, so they're not going to get to do this. Oh, they're moving their launch to Thursday. Delay. Okay, a delay. Okay. I don't know, man. I feel like this is a cop-out. I'm cynical, that's all. But, okay. Friendtech airdrop delayed so they can bake in some new mechanic here where you can share your friend rewards with your key holders. That is actually very cool. That's really cool. Now I'm going to show you what these friend points are worth, and it's not nothing. Yeah, that's a problem, Lemon. The mempool sniping, very possible. Yeah, that is a cool one. Yes, yeah, and Choina, what's going to happen? We're going to rename that Forecast X account to SlamX, and absolutely, then we'll have those both running it. Crypto Slam retweets it, I'll retweet it. So yeah, it'll work. It'll definitely work. Okay. But you're spot freaking on. Okay, so Friendtech delayed till Thursday. Again, I'm cynical. I kind of wonder if it was going to get delayed anyways, but baking in a cool thing. Here are some of your top point, I guess, holders, key farming point. I don't know. Whatever. But just from this one dude, he's just listing his top farmers. And we're going to use this to try to figure out what is the value of farming. Like, how much money are some of these guys going to make? So Dingaling is his top key farmer. 5,300 points. Okay, and then we go over to whale.market, and we're looking at points. Right now, points $3, 3.5, maybe almost 4. Let's give it a little refresh. All right, yeah, $3, 3.4. Now, if I can math here, that's what, like 20 grand? Am I mathing right here? About 20, like in the low 20s, maybe 20. It's not 25. Let's just say about 20 grand here. That is for Dingaling farming one account. And you got to believe that Dingaling's been farming multiple keys. So 25 grand here, another 15 grand elsewhere, maybe another 30 grand somewhere else, 5,000 in another spot. Some of these guys are going to get big old paydays. So curious, were any of you guys deep in that ecosystem in Friendtech? Were you doing the key farming game? And if so, do you feel like it's worth it with points valued at that number they're at now? I know these guys sound like they're happy. These guys liking it. So I think they're going to come out with a success, hopefully with Coinbase really backing them and pushing them. And that's why I think they got a great opportunity. I'm a believer in SocialFi. Not necessarily this version. Like, I'm not convinced Friendtech is what's going to win. Not convinced it's Farcaster either, or Warpcast. It could be. I just believe in that idea of, like, financializing content and social media. I like it. And I also think Twitter is going to evolve into that too. I think it's actively doing that in front of us. So I believe in the concept and the idea. I think what's going on with Fantasy Top over on Blast is very in that ballpark. All of that. This is all going to come together one day and basically reshape social media. Dude, appreciate you coming on, dude. Thank you very much. Hey, we'll get better, tighter, all that good stuff. Appreciate you coming by and hanging, Choina. All right. And we're going to wrap this up here in just a moment, too. Just want to make sure I put the biggest, best stuff on your radar. What else is coming? I believe, guys, I've not seen confirmation, but I think Blur Blast integration is coming this week. Saw this. This is going to put this stuff on people's radar. I know this is a Blur tweet, but I just can't help but think of Blur and Blast at the same time. Guys like this CBBOFE, whatever dude's name is, dude's going to make $25 million as his Blur airdrop from farming. So that kind of stuff's going to bring attention to Blast. I think Blast is, lived up to a fraction of the expectations, and I think it's going to fulfill those expectations. I do. I think people are going to see these massive airdrops and rush over into that ecosystem. Now, you do got guys like Dancing Eddie saying he thinks people are just over farming, and he could be right. He really could be. That's why I think yesterday I was talking about, play on ordinals. I think that's the spot you get the easiest wins, and they're not small wins. So worth mentioning, where's your time best spent? And then, guys, again, I already talked about this, but this is such a big deal. To me, this reshapes everything on Bitcoin. But OPCat, live on testnet on Bitcoin here in just 2 days. Maybe 1 day here. Is it 2? Yeah, in 2 days. It's coming, guys. It really is. Later this year, hopefully soft fork coming to Bitcoin, implementing OPCat, changing the way you build there entirely. It's going to be really impressive stuff. Check this out. Again, like I've already mentioned this, but it is a big deal. You're going to see content just shilled all day long today, explaining this, and it does need to be explained. Like, just making it cutesy like this didn't make it easier to understand, but it's supposed to be catchy enough to make you want to dig in deeper. So, a lot of good threads coming today on this. I believe, look at this. Can I zoom in? I believe, guys. God, I'm an idiot. Hang on. I'm just going to show this. These quantum cats that are in this bridge, right? Like, drawn into the bridge. These are Merkle trees, which is, man, I actually learned what Merkle trees are. I will not be able to explain it and do it justice, but I think cats are going to act as like nodes or something. I think they're going to have more utility than just being a JPEG. I think there's something really substantial to quantum cats. I own one, guys. I have to always say that. I'm not shilling it. I'm not selling him, dude. I'm not selling it. I'm considering getting another because I really think there's something special with quantum cats. So, this thing's worth reading. I'm going to drop it here. It is worth doing some research and understanding how it can and probably will change the Bitcoin ecosystem. And in the meantime, you can sit and watch those threads roll in and start learning that way. I think those are a very, very important piece of the puzzle on Bitcoin. I think they're going to be a major, major asset. So if I sound shilly with them, it's less about me owning one and pumping the bags. It's more about me getting excited by tech and growth and building. And I'm very excited about what they're doing. So we'll just leave it at that. Guys, tell me if I missed anything, any big stories. We didn't get deep in Eigenlayer. I don't know enough about it. Just know that is maybe probably likely coming this week. But any other big topics out there you guys have seen? And by the way, appreciate you guys dropping comments throughout and sharing stories like that OMB sale is wild. That helps a ton. So thank you guys for doing that. Just dropped it in the chat. Unless it zapped it, should be right above your comment, Lex. If not, just go to catvm.org/catvm.png. Basically, go to catvm.org. You'll find it right there. Actually, yeah, catvm.org is going to redirect you to the PDF. Yeah, dude, Henry, come on, man. No, I know he's busy. I know he is. He didn't even reply, so he's slammed. He'll come on, guarantee when this slows down. I bet you tomorrow. I bet you Henry will come on and say hello. But I'll tell you this too. More shows today. Again, 1 p.m. You've got NFT Live. Let me pull them up. Let me give these guys, I'm saying this just because Henry hates it, but let me give these guys their flowers because I love these guys. Like, love them. Gifted, Nifty Q, Biggie Poppins. I love these dudes. All right, so these guys live at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Inside NFTs live. So my show with Henry and Joe. We're going to be live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. Can't wait for that, dude. I just adore that show. So yeah, if you've not tuned in there, we get Henry and Joe every day. Joe, formerly from VFriends. We get great insight. We call it Inside NFTs because we all work in the space. So I think we're bringing some perspective a lot of people maybe don't get in other shows. A lot of great shows out there, guys, but Henry working with the CyberKongz, Joe with VFriends, myself here with Crypto Slam, even Peter when he's joining us. Peter's worked with multiple projects, NFT boxes, and now his new one. Oh, God. Please don't be watching Peter because I can't remember the name. Okay. Because I can't remember, I'm going to shill his show tomorrow, or his project tomorrow. What the hell's the name? Oh, Couch Heroes. Working with Couch Heroes, that's going to be a big old deal. That I feel very confident about knowing who's in that project. So keep that on your radar, guys. And with that said, guys, 900 people tuned in. I'm blown away for show number 1, blown away. So thank you, guys. Appreciate you coming by. Again, all the comments, all the energy, all of that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And then you got all the other shows coming up. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be back. We'll dive deep. Drop feedback, drop likes, all that stuff, guys. I don't have an exit screen. I just realized my other show, I get a little splash screen. I don't have one for this, so I guess we'll just finish this way. Make sure, fam, you are following Crypto Slam on X. Make sure you're subscribing to SlamX over on YouTube. And until later, guys. Appreciate you coming by. We'll see you tomorrow.